Hello everyone, I'm Eric, also known as EMC150, or just EMC for short, and welcome back to another episode of Megaman 1. This is the Megaman Anniversary Collection on the PlayStation 2. At the end of last episode, we took care of Iceman, and now that we have Iceman's power, we're going to go on to Fireman. As you might guess, he's weak to it. And so, things begin fairly easily, and right off the bat, I'm not trying to do what I just did there. I did not want to climb down that ladder or run around. That was my controller being a douche again. So, yeah, another sign I might need to buy a new one soon. But, getting past those technical difficulties, the stage itself has actually been one of my favorites ever since I first got into it. And, I don't even remember how long ago that was. But I've always liked fire elemented bosses, and right there is a perfect example, again, of what not to do. Note to self for the future: when standing on a cliff, make sure both of your feet are on the ledge and not hanging off of it. That way, when you get hit, you won't fall to your death. So, yeah. Keep an eye on my life's counter there. See that nice little goose egg 0 there? Yeah, that's going to come into play later. In a very, very annoying way. But when you're not being an idiot, the stage isn't actually that bad. There's a lot of fire traps, raising fire pillars and whatnot. They're fairly easy to dodge, and I'm showing you again what not to do by running into them. And this entire section is actually trivialized if you use the magnet beam, which I did not do. But you can just make your own platforms and avoid pretty much all of that, so it's really a joke if you do that. And those little fire enemies pop up from the bottom, float their way down slowly. They can be annoying with a couple of jumps, mainly in areas like these where they hit you out of the air into a pit and you die. But they're not too bad if you wait for them to start coming down so you can see if they're going to be a problem or not. So pretty easy to avoid, and you can always take them out like that. And these little fire beams, whatever you want to call them, it has been so long since I've actually been hit by them, I don't remember if they just hurt you like hell or if they actually instantly kill you. Would not be surprised if they instantly kill you, but I just use a magnet beam like that and avoid them entirely. It's much safer. And this section here is made a little easier if you use the Elecman's power to kill this stupid little speedy thing on the ground. But again, it's really not too difficult either way. Not like they hurt all that much. And I think this is the first level that didn't have one of those giant robots at the end of it. But level's done as you can already see. We're on the final stretch, taking the last few of these ceiling mongers. I actually have no idea what these are called, but they're annoying. Taking these out, again, if you use the elect beam attack, it goes right through them, kills them one shot. And so here we have Fireman. The super aggressive, non-stop fire-throwing bastard. Every single time he shoots one of these things out there, it makes a little fire spot on the ground where you're standing. So jumping over them, oh god, yeah, that's a thing. Remember, in this game, if you kill the boss, you can still get hit, and you can still be killed. So yeah, there's that last life. So round 2. He's really not too bad to take down. If you have a lot of health, you can just face tank all his moves and be fine. I have no real strategy for fighting him other than to be just as aggressive as he is, and hopefully you can avoid some of his attacks. But I've never been good at fighting him, so I don't really have any good words of wisdom for fighting him. If you can time a jump, maybe you can get over 2 of his fire waves at once, but I have never really been able to do it. So that's Fireman down. If anyone has any strategies for him, feel free to let me know in the comments. But now we go on to our final robot master, Bomb Man. And as you might guess, we're taking him on last because now we have his weakness. But even without his weakness, he's still pretty easy. And I don't have a whole lot to say about his level. It's fairly straightforward. There's not a whole lot of surprises, although I find that some of the enemies later like to troll you. These guys, I hate these things on the ground here. They are absolutely relentless, and again, I'm being an idiot, because if you just use Megaman's power, since I have it, it kills them in one shot, and it can hit them when they're retracted into the ground. And this was a horrible display of skill right here. Every time I do this part, I don't know why, but I always get hit on that ladder, and I can never avoid not getting hit. It's ridiculous. There's no excuse for it. But, yeah, that's me. And these guys. Damn Sniper Joes. They're not difficult to deal with. They're really not. They're very simple. But, I don't know, they love... In this particular level run here, like, they were super trolly. They didn't want to fight the way they usually do. Always kept their shield up, didn't want to jump, didn't want to shoot. Maybe I was just being a little too aggressive with them, but either way, it was kind of annoying. And these little bullet guys, I'm going to call them the Bullet Bill wannabes because I have no idea what they're actually called. They are a little annoying in, I think it's the next section just right up here. Yeah, right here. They constantly spawn from the right, so if you kill one, it will just immediately come in from the right. So if you let them pass over you like I just did there, they won't be a problem. And then these guys, really not difficult to deal with, but unlike every other Mega Man game in existence, oh, that was very close. Unlike every other Mega Man game in existence, if you get hit and while you're flashing invulnerable, if you land on spikes, you'll be fine. In this game, if you land on spikes or anything that would instantly kill you when you're invulnerable from being hit, you will still die. So that can be very dangerous. And here's another trolling Sniper Joe here. He just decided to stop jumping and stop doing anything. I've never seen them this trolly before, but yeah, that's really easy to take care of. And I believe the end of the level is coming up fairly soon. Yeah, here's another Sniper Joe. And yeah, I'm just being too aggressive with them, so they're keeping their shield up. Shoot less, and like that, you'll have less problems dealing with them. And so Bomb Man is coming up down here, and this is one of two bosses that don't have that you come in vertically into it. This one you drop down into his boss room. Megaman, you actually climb up into it from the bottom up. But yeah, little fun facts. So yeah, very weak against fire, very easy. Projectile hits him at a distance. If it gets in close, you can still hit him with the fire ring around you. And yeah, that was that. There's really no trick to beating him. Just pay attention, don't run into him, and don't get blown up after you've killed him. So anyway, that is going to bring us to the close of this episode. And next episode, we're going to be going on to the Wily levels and find my absolutely favorite boss. Thank you for joining me, guys, and until next time, take care.